Look, I don't want to alarm anybody or get too far ahead of myself, but this could be potentially the last episode of the whole series because we might, just might, be in a Champions League final today. Hello everyone, Jake here, welcome to the video, welcome back to the series, and as I mentioned in that intro, could be the last episode. I mean, I don't want to get too ahead of myself like I've said, but let me just explain how we've got up to this point, but there's a good chance we'll be playing a Champions League final today, and of course, the series will end when we win the Champions League, so just brace yourselves for this one. But before we get into it, if you guys could absolutely smash the support for me once again and hit that like button, let's try and get 100 likes. That'll mean a hell of a lot. Subscribe for more. As I've been saying, about 40% of you guys watching aren't subscribed, so if you are watching this and you're not, just hit that button for me. It takes a few seconds and hopefully you won't regret it, and get involved in the comments. I'll respond to every single one, and who knows, if it is the last episode, try not to spoil it. Maybe put spoilers or something first. But anyway, where are we? How are we here? Why are we potentially in a Champions League final? Well, you last saw us in the round of 16, incredible comeback against Inter Milan. After that, we lost to Chelsea in the league, and then we got drew against Juventus in the Champions League. Now, I always play the first leg off camera anyway, but something in my head was saying if we have a quarter-final and I make that a video, and we do get through, then there's going to be a video for the semi-final, and too many videos before we get on to season 3. So I thought, you know what? Let me just give Juventus a go off camera. We beat them 2-1 in the first leg, as mentioned, and I was quietly confident that we could beat them because Juventus did not do much. You can see it was Hudson-Odoi getting 2, but Vlahovic basically just scored 1 penalty. We're just in really good form. We've been winning all around in the league, beating West Ham 5-0, and then beating Manchester United away from home 5-1, which would have been nice in the Carabao Cup final, but I guess that wasn't to be. We then got drew against Milan in the semi-final. Now, we've beat Inter, who were second in the league at the time. We beat Juventus, who were third in the league, and Milan were first in Serie A when we came up against them. But in the home leg again that we played off camera, we dominated, guys. We beat them 2-0, and now we're going to be playing them away from home today in the second leg of the semi-final. If we win it, I'm just going to skip ahead and we'll see the final. If not, you'll see this last game of the season against Manchester City, I would have thought. But, this is crazy turn of form. Bear in mind, we're a team that is nowhere near winning the Premier League. Although saying that, we've done a lot better this season and are closing the gap between those other people. In the Premier League, by the way, we have apparently qualified for the Champions League already. And with a few games left, we might even be able to steal third off of Chelsea if we keep winning. It's Bayern Munich who will face whoever goes into the final out of Leicester or Milan. And I actually think in terms of a run-in in the Champions League to play 3 Italian clubs, avoid your PSGs, your Real Madrids, your Man Cities, and then to come up against Bayern Munich, that's obviously going to be a hard game, but who knows? We might be able to beat them on the day, and you know what? It's just a crazy situation to be in because we're certainly not a club that should be competing to win a Champions League title just yet. I was fully expecting another season, and the likelihood is we will still have that because I don't think we're going to get past Bayern Munich, even if we did make it to a final. But we've got so much interest in so many of our players that I did think we were going to have a huge summer. We've been given a massive budget as well, despite our awful club finances. So I am really looking forward to that if we do get the chance to make loads of transfers. But you know what, the series could end today, but the only way to find out is firstly if we can make it through this semi-final second leg against AC Milan, which I would hope we could do. 1, because we've got that 2-0 advantage, but 2, I mean, if I remember right, Milan's team did not look too good at all. I think they were still starting with Ibrahimovic up front. Bear in mind, he's probably about 60. We're going to go for a team of Bayandир, Marai, Sotalo and Silva with Tyrick Mitchell at the back, Drewsbury Hall and Ndidi. I'm assuming Samari isn't fit. Oh no, Samari is fit. He's definitely going to be on with the form that he is in currently. Won Premier League Player of the Month. He had something like 1 goal and 5 assists in 4 games. It was some insane numbers. We are going to go Berardi, Hudson-Odoi, Calvert-Lewin and Iheanacho will be my pick. Hopefully you can't hear the rain outside because it is absolutely chucking it down today, and I do have a new skin on currently, which we'll be making a video on the FM Scout channel soon, which is a Tato skin, before anyone asks what skin am I using. I don't use the instant result button, but there is one, but don't worry, I haven't been using that. Not a fan of them myself. But let's get into this game. Can we somehow make it to a UCL final? This is what I mean about Milan's team. It's good, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of players I'd love to have, but there's quite a lot of okay players in there. There's a few stars, but Ibrahimovic being their main man up front is certainly a positive in my eyes. I mean, he'll probably score against us now. I wasn't even joking. He is actually 42 years of age, apparently only good enough for the Championship and transfer listed by AC Milan for £6,000. God knows how he's starting, but we'll certainly take it. Someone must be injured. I haven't actually used this skin in an in-game match yet. It's a bit different to what I'm used to, but I quite like it. We've got all the information we need, our formation, their formation, the match stats. Then on here, we can skip between everything that we want. Away shots, heat maps, passing networks. The match analysis is probably what I'll keep it on. 30 odd minutes into the game though, and literally nothing is happening just yet, which is fine by me. Let's slow these highlights down a little bit. Ibrahimovic, shockingly, is the one on the highest rating so far, I believe, which goes against everything that I've said against him so far. I'm sure he'll batter us now, but this could be a chance for us to get a goal and go 3-1 ahead in the match, which would be massive. Not 3-1, I mean 3-0, but here we go. We've moved forward. It's Soumare on the edge of the box, and he hits the crossbar. It's his favourite kind of shot at the minute, that curler from the edge, and that was a great little start for us. If we can keep this up, one goal, and I really do think we'll seal this. You can already tell Milan do not create many chances at all. I'm surprised they are top of their division, and it's Mike Maignan keeping his side in the game with Iheanacho making a very good run, taking a very good volley shot, but Maignan manages to touch it round the post. Here's Matteo Marai though, on the follow-up corner. He tries to find Calvert-Lewin, but he can't. It goes to Hudson-Odoi on the edge of the box, and nothing comes of it just yet. But 35 minutes in, we will certainly be happy with this. First highlight where AC Milan start on the ball though, but Antonio Silva is straight in there to try and win it back. Here's Antonio Silva again covering Ibrahimovic. Hopefully he can really do a good job against him today, but the ball ends up back with AC Milan's side, and it's Fikayo Tomori, who a few people have suggested that I sign in this save. Problem is, he's about £100 million, as is Tammy Abraham. I've had both suggestions, but I can't get either of them. But what we do need to start doing, if this does go on for another season or so, obviously... Oh no. Oh, what is he doing? Bayandir, what are you doing, sir? Okay, I don't have a clue what just went on, but what I was going to say, and I'm going to pause it, is what we do need to start doing is planning for the future if we do go into a season 3. And even then, there's no guarantee we win it in the 3rd season. We wouldn't be expected to, so anything would be a massive overachievement there. But we do need to start planning, one, for life without Jamie Vardy. It looks like he'll be retiring this summer, so I don't think he will be here. And then I also, we might lose some big players in the summer window because of a lot of interest in them, not just from West Ham's and Southamptons that we've been getting recently, but a lot of our players have interest from Real Madrid, PSG, Chelsea. These guys are going to be tempted to move, and we won't be able to hold on to all of them. Harvey Barnes is another one I'd consider selling, who's got a year left on his deal, hasn't played much this year. Hudson-Odoi and Shelderup are much preferred to Harvey Barnes currently, even if he is good in real life, obviously. Right now, I'm not sure he's a big part of his team, but Bayandir makes a big save there, comfortably catches the ball, and we go into half-time at 0-0, which is a perfect result for us so far. Possession is in our favour, XG slightly going towards AC Milan, but nothing crazy, so I'm going to say I'm happy with how you dominated possession. Let's keep this going and just seal the deal for us, can we? But here is Florenzi straight away in the second half. Are they fired up by their team talk? It's Rafael Leao to Salamakers, and it goes just wide of the post, which we will take. As much as I say us getting one goal would seal the deal, of course it's the same thing for Milan. As soon as they score one, we are going to be under a lot of pressure, and knowing how Football Manager works, if they get the first goal, chances are they're going to get the second and likely the third as well. The San Siro is not an easy place to go, but we did manage to get that great comeback before against Inter Milan, but oh no, Theo Hernandez has just walked it in, managed to tip it under Bayandir, through his legs I think it went. Let's have a look at it here. Tomori played a long ball forward, too easy for us, and it is a goal for AC Milan. Oh yeah, we really should have got closer to him there. I think that's Satalo, really should have stuck his foot in. I guess he didn't want to bring him down for the penalty, but 50 minutes in, we are now 1-0 down, which is slightly worrying, because of course now Milan just need one goal, and it goes to extra time, and my whole hopes of being in the Champions League final will be out the window. Theo Hernandez, though, what a player. But what is Matteo Marai doing there? He gives a chance to Rafael Leao, and it's good job Bayandir is playing well today to stop that shot. But the highlight isn't over yet, and he takes a very long kick forward. Simon Kjaer gets in there to stop it, but Marai will pick it up. Rafael Leao, though, is dominating him on that side. Good strength shown by Berardi, though. Oh, Tomori gets in. Hudson-Odoi. Calvert-Lewin, this could be a great chance for us. Go on, Berardi. Yes! What a goal. Berardi was so involved in that. You could see him just strengthen off Rafael Leao from behind. The man who used to play in the Italian divisions is helping us out in these big games against the Italian clubs. Last season, he didn't look too great when we signed him, but this year, he's my starter over James Maddison, which sounds crazy to say, but I really do think in the big games, Berardi comes up clutch. Maddison also so exceptional, but Berardi is fantastic right now. He's on fire. That makes it 3-1, and we are in a good position yet again. Now, hopefully, we can keep it up, not concede anymore, maybe score another one to secure the win. But that's not how FM works, is it? Because here's Rafael Leao, who's giving Marai a torrid time on that hand side. Oh no, what's happened? Oh my bloody hell. How have we made it out of that alive? I think that was what? Antonio Silva tried to bang it into our own net. Bayandir makes a great save and it cannons off Mitchell and stops on the line. We'll see it here. Yeah, oh, that was so close to going over. Oh, thank God. Luck may be on our side today. If you haven't been around the channel for a while, which I know a lot of you won't have been, we used to do a thing where up there you might see I have a signed poster of Danny Drinkwater that my friend got me as a joke. And when it came to big matches, I used to just like do a little fake prayer to Danny Drinkwater. So Danny Drinkwater, if you are listening and you want to give us some luck today, I would greatly appreciate it. Maybe save it for the Champions League final though, because I think we might be able to get over here with our own luck, our own tactical masterclass. But it is time to make some changes just to make sure we don't get any tiredness. I'm going to bring on James Justin, who hopefully will be able to deal with Leao a little bit better. Samari and Ndidi are both tired, but realistically only one can come off, and I will bring on Dewsbury Hall in that roaming playmaker role. Hudson-Odoi, not with his best performance, so we'll bring on Andrea Schelder up. Iheanacho also not playing great, so let's give Vardy the chance. And the final one that I'm going to do, I mean, I might save it for a little bit just yet, but it's either going to be Luke Thomas on for Tyrek Mitchell or Maddison on for Berardi, and I think it will likely be Maddison for Berardi as time goes on here. But time's ticking away, things are looking good. Here's Dewsbury Hall, hopefully with a good delivery from the corner. He plays it in, Bamba heads it away, it's picked up by Berardi. Back to Dewsbury Hall, Antonio Silva. Oh, Mannion makes the save. I thought that might have justified his whole transfer fee there, Antonio Silva, if that had gone in. The young centre-back has been brilliant for us since signing. And yeah, you might see that I've added skins and a logo pack to my FM. I'm soon to add the face packs as well, so we'll have the whole faces of everyone and not these blank faces, which I think will be a big improvement and will make everything look a hell of a lot nicer. But so far, I am liking this skin. I mean, the in-game bit is a bit convoluted, but I do like it. Berardi, oh my God, he has a chance to put us, clear and dry there. He does very well to create the chance, but missing it, not great, and I think that is where we're going to bring him off. A good performance from him today, though. Very happy with that. Let's get Maddison on the pitch. Loads of bookings today. Hopefully no one is suspended for the next leg. If they are, we might struggle a little bit. But in terms of our team in general, no one's suspended right now that I know of. Everyone's fit. We're looking in a good position. We can use our rotation squad up until that UCL final. But Zlatan's in. Zlatan scores and makes it 3-2 on aggregate. 2-1 on the night to Milan with only 5 minutes to go. This man's 42. We're 85 minutes into the game, and he still manages to do that. I mean, it's one long ball from Mannion. Far too easy. We just split apart. Bayandir can't do anything. Zlatan still has something like 19 finishing, so we didn't doubt he was going to put it in the back of the net at that point. It's just the fact that we gave him so much space. But 2 minutes left on the clock. 1 minute. 0 minutes. 5 minutes added on. No, we don't want that, referee. Come on, just blow your whistle. Are we in to a Champions League final in our second season? For God's sake, there's a highlight in the 94th. There's a highlight in the 94th, and it's Milan on the ball. Fikeo Tomori. Up to Salimakers. Oh, Antonio Silva gets in there. Come on. Oh, we've still got 30 seconds. I was going to say blow your whistle. What's Dewsbury Hall done? Salimakers, please don't do this to us. Please don't do this to us. Delicatier. Sotalo away. Run, shoulder up. Run. Run, boy. Come on. Calvert-Lewin. Maddison. Blow your whistle, referee. We've got it in their half. Just hold it up here, Calvert-Lewin. You've got the strength. He plays a long ball into Florenzi. 10 seconds on the clock. Milan have got one more chance to throw the kitchen sink at us. The whistle could go any second now. We just need to win it back one more time. Here's Delicatier, though. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but either way, it's him. He's played a cross in. It's blocked. And we are in to a Champions League final with Leicester City in only our second season. Player of the match is Josip Sotalo at the back. Everyone else doing very well, other than Tyrek Mitchell, maybe, and Matteo Marai. But I can't complain too much. Milan tried on the night. They were actually very good today. I've got to give them credit. But that is absolutely fantastic. We're in the Champions League final. I now need to get to that game. So give me a few minutes. I'll go off camera, play some matches, and then I'll see you in a Champions League final against Bayern Munich. Okay, everybody, we are here on Champions League final day. A few updates. Antonio Silva got injured, but is just about recovered. Sander Berg is back from injury, but Sheldrup will be missing the game due to an injury. And as of literally clicking on this screen and starting recording, we have found out that Jamie Vardy has made his decision to retire at the end of today. And what an absolute, a crazy story it would be. Fairy tale, really, if on Jamie Vardy's last ever match, the man that played in non-league for so long goes on to win the Champions League and becomes a legend. I mean, look at that. Since joining Leicester, he managed to win the Championship, won the Premier League, won the FA Cup. Shame we couldn't give him the Carabao Cup to make him win pretty much everything up until that point. But the man who spent so many of his years at Halifax and Stocksbridge and Fleetwood will now be playing for us in a Champions League final. I won't be starting him, mind you, but I'm sure he will come on at some point. Everyone is expecting us to lose here to Bayern Munich. There's a good chance we will. We just got to give it a go. When we had the team meeting before the game, it was basically just us saying, good luck in the game today. Don't treat it too seriously. Just give it a good go. We're lucky to be here kind of thing. So we'll see how we get on. Shoulder up winning Young Player of the Year. But to be honest, I'll look at all this later. All I'm focused on right now is playing this match today against Bayern Munich and picking my side, which I haven't done yet. I mean, hopefully you guys will respect my decisions, but we're staying with the 4-2-4 today. We're going for it against Bayern Munich. It's taken so long to get to this match. To let you know what happened in the other Premier League games, I suppose I should cover that. We drew to Wolves 2-2, beat Nottingham Forest, and then very nearly beat Manchester City at the Etihad with Vardy getting 2 with our rotation side. It meant that we finished 4th in the Premier League on 77 points, clearly in that 4th spot, but still a fair while away from anyone else above us. But I think it is now the day of the match. Here we go. Yes, it's time to pick our team. Let's see what we've got going on for us here. Team selection, let's just do the automatic one and then we'll decide after that what we want. So Bayern, yes. Justin or Marai is my first choice, and I think personally I do want Justin in this game, so we're going to go for him. Silva, how fit is he? He can play 75 minutes, so he will play 75 minutes with, I'm going to say Sotalo instead of Soyuncu. Tyrek Mitchell, yes. And Didi and Dewsbury Hall, I want Sumare. I'm sorry, I need that power in the midfield. Berardi, Maddison, I mean, I think I prefer Hudson-Odoi in this match on that left-hand side. Calvert-Lewin, and then Iheanacho. If it was the right-hand side, Maddison would be on, but Berardi's in such good form, and Hudson-Odoi always seems to turn up in the UCL. But here we go. Time for the match. Cannot wait, but also very nervous. Wish us luck, everybody. We'll see how we get on. This could be either very embarrassing or, an amazing day for Leicester, 2 seasons in, winning the Champions League. But we're lucky to even be here, to be honest. So very proud of us. Here's a lineup for Bayern Munich, a very, very good side. Lots of good players in their 11 there. Wish us luck, everybody. Right, let's slow this game down a little bit. Okay, right, here we go. Antonio Silva. Hopefully he can stay fit and his fitness won't affect him during this game. But we've got to play him. He's our best centre-back. And straight away, it's Bayern Munich on the ball. And it's Serge Gnabry running through. He'll be playing as the striker today for Bayern Munich. But we managed to recover. And we look like we're panicking a little bit here. I don't know what's going on with some of these passes early on. But here's Alphonso Davies. The fact this highlight is continuing does make me a little bit worried. It's a good ball in towards Musiala. I don't know why I've just pronounced his name like that. God knows. I'm nervous as well, clearly. But here's Jeremy Frimpong to Upamecano, who's very high up the pitch. Finds Musiala to Thomas Muller, and Bayern Munich score within the first minute. That's really not good for us. It's also going to benefit Bayern Munich a lot. It's going to really shut down any nerves that they had. Wow. Couldn't have asked for a much worse start than that. I don't think we made a single pass. And then Muller scores. I mean, what a legend Thomas Muller is, by the way, but still. That's so annoying. Come on, we're better than this, Leicester. Way better than this. But let's not count us out just yet. We know we can be good on our day, so who knows how this will go. A 4-2-3-1 we're usually pretty decent against, so we'll see what happens, but it's a very strong side from Bayern Munich, used to winning pretty much every game, used to the big matches. It came up with a match stat before this match as well, that in the 12 games they've played in the Champions League this season, group stage included, they've only conceded 8 goals, which is very impressive. They will clearly be hard to break down, but so far, possession is in our favour, and all we need is that little bit of luck. I mean, remember Chelsea a few years ago when they played Bayern Munich in a Champions League final. They didn't play too great on the day in terms of attacking output. They just needed one moment from their special striker, their club legend, who was leaving. Jamie Vardy, I'm looking at you. You best do the same as Didier Drogba did. So we'll see what we can do here. But here is the second highlight of the game, and it's Sadio Mane. What a player he is. On the left-hand side, he blasts it over, and we survive another attack here. 40 minutes in, not too much in our favour just yet. We go into half-time. I'm quite disappointed, but then again, the fact that we went 1-0 down in 1 minute made me think we were going to get battered. But so far, we're still in it. There's still a chance for us, even if it doesn't look like we're going to create all that much today. And maybe it'll be the substitutions that make the difference. But here is Bayern Munich on the attack straight away in the second half. They like coming out of the traps early to Bayern, but indeed he gets his header in. And Hudson-Odoi challenges for it, a man that nearly joined Bayern Munich a couple of years ago, if you remember. Justin does well onto Antonio Silva, and this is the first time we've really seen us on the ball. And let's hope we can actually make it to the halfway line here. Sotalo, Justin, Silva. This is nice controlled possession. Mitchell, Sumare, Hudson-Odoi. We don't make it to the halfway line. Of course we don't. It's a good tackle in there from Upamecano. And And now Mane's played through Gnabry, who is through on goal, takes it around Bayern, and what a stab that is from Antonio Silva to knock it onto the post. Keeps us in this match, but so far Bayern Munich are so strong at the back. We're really struggling to get through. What a team they have though. Here's De Ligt, we managed to head it away. They've got a team for years to come as well, with De Ligt and Upamecano as their back line. Frimpong's young at right back. I don't know who their left back is off the top of my head. Then they've got Goretzka in midfield. What a lineup they've got. But Bayern comes and claims that bravely. 50 minutes in, we survive that one. It is Alphonso Davies. What a backline they've got. And I've only just noticed Upamecano is actually playing in midfield here, which I didn't realise up until this point. But here's Musiala again to Frimpong. What a great young team this is. Hudson-Odoi gives away a penalty on Jeremy Frimpong. I think he's done... Yeah, he has. Awful play from Hudson-Odoi. Chasing Frimpong down. He's very quick. He's on a yellow as well. Let's hope he doesn't get sent off. It's going to be a penalty, isn't it? It is. Right, Bayern is usually okay at saving penalties. But again, he's going to be up against a very good player in... Will it be Gnabry, I would assume? Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane steps up. Bayern makes a save. Now, not to make too many comparisons to that Chelsea match, but Petr Cech saved the penalty in that game as well. Come on, we're still in this game. Who knows what's going to happen right now? Frimpong again with the corner. We are getting battered by Bayern Munich in terms of chances. But all we need is that one moment, and in a few minutes I will make my substitutions, and Jamie Vardy will be one of them. Is it written in the stars that this man is going to get us a Champions League? Bayern also, by the way, in the last match saved a penalty from Erling Haaland. So if we go to a penalty shootout, I mean, we've lost them before, but I'd be pretty confident that he could make a few saves here. Here's Tyrick Mitchell. He hits it long. Frimpong shouldn't be winning that. Hudson-Odoi gets knocked over by Frimpong. He's been very good this game. He's been all over the place. He's going to play the cross in. Can we deal with it? Musiala back to Frimpong. We're trying to close the space, but Bayern Munich are playing it down so well. Musiala again. I can only feel like this is going to end up in a goal. Here's Alphonso Davies. He's going to strike the ball, pulls it across to Serge Gnabry, and he tucks it away. 2-0 down. Not good enough. I don't know. I don't know, man. We just can't score past them. But then no one's ever really been able to in the Champions League this season. Come on, let's try and do something. You can see our attack is really, really struggling today. So let's see if our other players can give us anything. It's going to be Maddison. It's going to be Barnes. It's also going to be Jamie Vardy coming on. I'll keep on Calvert-Lewin for now. Or do I just bring on Daka? Let's just bring on Daka. And Soumare, also not having his best game, is fairly tired. So let's bring on Dewsbury Hall. I mean, it's not going to make a difference, I don't think. But you never know. Let's demand a little bit more. Go very attacking. See if we can at least cause one highlight against Bayern Munich's net, which would be nice. Just one singular shot, but it looks like it's going to be Bayern again. Jeremy Frimpong whips it in. Thomas Muller just over the bar. I mean, when that substitution thing came up at the bottom, I was pretty sure that was saying the ball had gone in the net, but it hasn't. 10 minutes to go. Come on, I like one highlight in a Champions League final, man. Then we might have it. Here we go. Bayern on 3.15 XG. Bloody hell. Antonio Silva. I mean, a goal could be massive here, but I don't even expect it to get it past this halfway line. We don't seem to be able to. Jamie Vardy's in. Oh, Jamie Vardy, no. You should be bagging that, Jamie. Oh, that was such a good chance for him. Will we regret that? I don't know. The 37-year-old Jamie Vardy going very close there. Here's Justin, though, winning the ball high up the pitch. Ndidi, Dewsbury Hall, back to Justin, gives it away to Alphonso Davies. Ndidi wins it very high. James Maddison finds Vardy. Oh, it's going to say he's offside. I thought he was on. I really did think he was on. Come on. VAR, check it. Give us the goal. Give us the goal. We've got one back. Right, 5 minutes to go. Jamie Vardy does score. He's been on for a few minutes, manages to miss a pretty big chance, but then he finishes that one really well. Good pass from Maddison to find Vardy, who was onside by Matthias de Ligt. There's still hope for us just yet, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes added on. It's going to be a Bayern Munich attack, though. And it's Matthias de Ligt at the back post. He heads it away, and any hope that we had is gone. We tried, guys. We tried. Well, it's disappointing, but what an effort it was to get to a Champions League final. Bayern Munich are obviously going to beat us 9 times out of 10. At this stage, though, yeah, it's to be expected. But who knows? Maybe next year we can come back stronger with a big transfer window. Game over, ladies and gentlemen. We tried our best. Champions League final, runners-up this year. We'll get a runners-up medal. Bayern Munich are going to go win the Champions League, raise the trophy. Let's be real, they definitely deserved it. They've been solid throughout the whole of the Champions League. And in that game, I mean, we could barely get a chance off against them. Jamie Vardy at least scores his goal to finish his fairy tale career with a goal in the Champions League final. The game's saving, so there's definitely no going back now. So if you thought I was ever faking it, now you know that we're not. We actually did get to a UCL final. We have lost today, though. But now it's time to rebuild. We're going to have a lot of money this summer, a new talisman needed to replace Jamie Vardy, maybe some player sales as well to make some cash. Let's see what we can do. But thank you all for joining us today. Let me know what you thought of that match in the comments down below. And next season we'll go for it. Next season, the Champions League and the Premier League are coming to Leicester City into the King Power Stadium.